Hi, good evening, everyone. We're going to get started in few minutes. Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Manjunath, Memory and Mind Performance Coach. Thanks for joining live session today and wonderful people. And today I'm going to talk about what is the best strategy we can use to upgrade your brain, how you can supercharge your brain so that you can learn faster, you can remember better, and also you can save a lot of time. What is this brain fitness strategy? What is this brain acceleration strategy? How we can supercharge? That is what I'm going to give you little concept, little strategy in this live session. Definitely you're going to enjoy this concept. And with that, let us quickly get started. What is this all about? Okay. Let me just run through my slides, and also I'm going to talk you. And once I finish this, my flow for another 30 minutes, later on, I'm going to take a question and answer. If you have any specific question, and I'm going to take after my 30 minutes session. Okay, if you have any question, clarification, please take a pen and paper, just note down, because we never know, even a small idea can change your life. Just make a note of any question and clarification. I'm going to answer. I'm going to take any question and clarification at the end of my session. With that, let us just quickly move on to the next strategy. What exactly is that? In this session, what I'm talking here is, there are 3 points I'm going to talk. The first one, how you can supercharge your brain so that you can learn faster, because that is really, really important for everyone to learn faster. Next one, how you can remember things quickly, how you can reprogram your brain so that you can remember easily and quickly. Third one, I'm going to talk about a wellness strategy. What is a brain wellness strategy? I'm going to talk that. And before that, I just wanted to cross-check the technical issue. Can you just type it on the chat box? If my voice is clear and also audio and video both are it's clear, just type it on the chat box. Let me just quickly see whether my voice is clear and whether you're able to see my screen and audio. Just type it on the chat box quickly. Okay, Subhash said both are perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, let us move on then. Okay, so these are the 3 main concepts I'm going to talk as part of today's session. And let me just walk you through what is these 3 concepts. And before that, let me ask you a quick question. The first question, think about, since childhood, names of all your classmates since childhood, are you able to recall? Just think and try to recall all your classmates' names since childhood. Difficult question? Okay, let me ask you another quick question. Your friends and family's birthday. Can you able to recall all your families and friends' birthday? This is also difficult. Some people said yes, some people said no. Yes, I know. When I ask you list of all your classmates, sometimes it is very difficult to remember their names, and the faces easily we can remember, but names is difficult. Even the birthday, it is really little difficult to remember all their birthday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you other quick question. Okay, look at this picture. Identify what is this picture and type it on the chat box. Let us see. Definitely you'll be able to recall what is this picture all about. Okay, yes, correct. Fine, let us give you other strategy. Look at this picture and find out what is this picture. Yes, Subhash DDLJ. Yes, second picture, just look at this and quickly identify what is this picture. Yes, this is Three Idiots. Super. And last picture, everybody should say yes. You must be knowing this picture. Last one. Yes. You got it? What is this picture? This is a Bahubali. Now you see the first one, when I ask you a quick question, name and the birthday of your family members and your friends, sometimes it's difficult to recall. When I ask you to recall any movie, any picture, you can able to recall easily. Even these movies you might have saw long back, maybe 10 years back. If you take a DDLJ, 3 ADS, even Bahubali, we might have saw this movie very long time, but still you are able to recall. Think about this strategy. The whatever you studied today, you tend to forget tomorrow. But the movie, sometimes you remember for 10 years, sometimes it's a lifelong. Think about, if you understand these two concepts, you can able to retain any data, either your personal data, your business data, your professional data. If you're a student, anything you can retain easily if you know how to create mind movie. I'm talking about how you can create a movie in your mind, how to simplify the data and to create into mind movie. That's what I'm going to give you some strategy, how you can supercharge, how you can reprogram, so that you can do this kind of movie creation in your mind for any kind of data. That's what my journey of coaching people on. What is this memory and mind dynamics? Okay, let me quickly go through that. So before that, I'm going to give you a 1 minute my introduction, why I'm doing, what is my quick background, so that you'll understand. So basically, I started my journey like the technical guy, because I am from engineering background. I was working for a software company for more than 16 years as a senior manager. And one day I was thinking what I can do better. Then I realized my interest like psychology, my interest like understand brain and brain dynamics. Then I did my psychology and various other brain related concepts. I started relearning. And after I become psychologist, then I started this concept of coaching students, professionals, and business owners, how they can reprogram their brain to learn faster, remember better, and create a magic in their field. And so far I have trained more than 8,000 students, professionals, and business owners on this concept. And it's one of the wonderful sessions I started doing throughout India. And one of my favorite concept is a mind sports of memory. Anybody know in this community what is mind sports of memory? It is similar to like any other mind game, like a chess or Rubik's Cube. It's a mind sports. So there is a game called Mind Sports of Memory. There, the people from different countries, more than 30 countries, it's an international game. So come together, they're trying to remember massive amount of data in one reading. So so we have our Indian team. So Indian team also represent India every year. And I'm one of the coach for Indian memory team in 2017 and 18. Team India did a great job competing 20 countries. So it's a magical stuff if you tune your brain and start memorizing your stuff. And we got a great appreciation from everyone 2017 and 18. And even we got appreciation from Vice President of India. This is the Indian team. I was one of the coach during 2017 and 18. And I received a couple of awards like a Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Award from ex-Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, and Memory Management Expert Award from Union Minister, and Honorary Doctorate in Memory Management Strategy. This is my quick introduction, what I am doing, why I am doing. And my mission is to coach at least 1 lakh people on this brain acceleration strategy, how they can reprogram their brain so that they can learn faster, retain better, and save time. Okay, let us quickly jump into what is this real concept all about. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a quick question. This is all interactive session. So everybody's just start typing on the chat box. Look at this. So this is like around 300 digit number. If I give you a chance to remember this 300 digit number, tell me how much time you will take to remember from beginning from 31 to last 34 in the same sequence. You have to remember. Just type it on the chat box. How much time you will take to remember? Okay, so I usually give this kind of strategy in most of my session. And some people said, okay, we may take around 1 hour to remember all this, or 1 day. Some people said it is not possible to remember this massive data because there are more than 300 numbers in this list. I'll tell you one strategy. If you reprogram your brain, you can remember all this number in just 300 seconds. Think about, for example, there are 300 digit number. You can remember in 300 seconds every one digit number in 1 second. So that's what our memory athletes who represent India, they do that. And they are not born genius. They are also learned this concept, how they can reprogram. Let me give you other strategy. Let us take playing cards. Normally what we do, we take these playing cards to play some kind of game, some kind of different, what do you call the card game. However, there is a competition also. There is a category in our championship. We shuffle this deck of cards, give it to memory athletes. What they do is they remember in the same sequence. Look at the first set of cards. The first one is Jack of Diamond and Queen of Diamond, Ace of Diamond. They remember in the same sequence. Can you just think, what is the current world record? Remember memorizing complete 52 cards. I'll tell you the current world record. It is just 13.89 seconds. Within 13.89 seconds, memory athletes can able to remember complete deck of cards, and they'll able to recall which card is the first one, second one, third one without seeing. It looks like a magic, but anybody can do it. You can do it. If you just reprogram your brain, supercharge your brain, you can do it. I'm going to show you a couple of examples in this session. You will understand power of your brain. Okay, cool. Let us move on quickly. Other thing, for example, if you want to learn faster, if you want to retain information quickly, one other thing is you have to read a lot of books. Because if you take any celebrity around the world, they're the great reader. One of the common habit of any successful people, for example, let us take the Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, any successful people around the world, they read a lot of books. Why? When they started reading a lot of books, definitely we gain a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, and those knowledge and wisdom go and apply in your work. See the magic. So reading books is really important. What I'm talking here is how we can read faster. This is the strategy. For example, if I give you any book, and when I ask you to read books, what normally people read is, normally in India, people read around 150 to 200 words per minute. Sometimes it is 250 words per minute. That means within a minute, you can easily read around 150 to 200 words. However, the people who learn the brain acceleration strategy, speed reading strategy, they normally read 4 times, 5 times faster than normal people. And also, you know what is the current world record? There is a speed reading competition also. This is the current world record. The current world record is the people able to read more than 4,000 words per minute. So Anne Jones she's one of the world speed reading champion, and able to read more than 4,000 words per minute. This is really possible. Not only the memory athletes, not only any extraordinary people, you can do it when you start tuning your brain, when you start supercharging your brain. And I'll tell you one thing, everyone born genius. You, your child, your children, everybody born genius. Only thing is, we never learned this concept since childhood. These are all what normally we usually call, these are all a brain strategy. When you start training your brain, you can really easily do it. I'm going to give you a couple of examples, you will understand. So how you can reprogram your brain? What are the strategies? Look at this picture. So there are totally 7 strategies you have to use in order to reprogram your brain. Couple of strategy, definitely you might be knowing already. I'm going to just emphasize a few more strategies. The first one, if you want to reprogram your brain and keep your brain fit and healthy, the first one is physical exercise. You already know. I don't want to emphasize more, but I'm going to give you quick tips here. If every day, at least you have to do 30 to 45 minutes physical exercise. When you start doing physical exercise, indirectly, it will stimulate your brain so that your brain will be very fit and very healthy. What exercise? It is totally up to you. Either you want to do yoga, cycling, jogging, aerobics, anything. Just try to adapt 30 to 45 minutes exercise every day. You will see magic. Second strategy, food item. So the brain food, we normally call it a brain food, omega-3 rich food. Because to develop your brain neurocell, so definitely we need omega-3 rich food. When you start using omega-3 rich food as part of your day-to-day activity, you will see magic. That is the second strategy you have to adapt. Third one, relax your mind. Because whatever you do regularly, whatever you do in day-to-day activity, whether you are professionals, business owners, students, first you have to relax your mind. How to do it? There are various relaxation concepts, either meditation, pranayama, or any super duper relaxation concepts are available. You have to adapt as part of your day-to-day activity. The next one. This is one of the important strategy for everyone. You have to take at least 6 to 8 hours good sleep. For adult, 6 to 8 hours. Children, it's 7 to 9 hours. Really good sleep required to relax your mind. And the next one is new learning. This is one of my favorite one. If you want to be successful, if you want to supercharge your brain, new learning is important. What is this new learning? For example, reading books. It's a new learning. When you start reading book, there will be more neuro connection. Your brain will create more neuro connection. More neuro connection, definitely your brain will be fit, healthy, and really, really very sharp. What are other things? Try to learn new skill every day. Whenever possible, try to learn new skill, either swimming, jogging, anything. Try to learn new skill. Other one, it's really fun. So normally I recommend most of my students unusual things. What happens when you start doing unusual things? Your brain will connect more neuro connection. For example, I'll give you an example. As soon as you wake up in the morning, what normally you do? You brush your teeth. How you use? If you are a right-handed person, you use your right hand to brush your teeth. Tomorrow onwards, try with your left hand. What happened? You are training your brain to use your non-dominant hand. Your brain will create more neuro connection. If you start doing couple of days, it will become your habit. So this is also new learning. Next one, for example, you are traveling from your home to office. Normally you take some common regular route. Tomorrow onwards, try to take a new route. It's a new learning. So these are the unusual things. When you start doing, your brain will create more neural connection. That's what I'm talking about. What is unusual things? Even some people start writing left-hand writing. That is also unusual thing if you're a right-handed person. The next strategy is a brain fitness. It is one of my favorite exercise. However, if you do physical exercise, there are various brain fitness exercise like a neurobics, like a solving puzzles or a chess. These are all brain fitness games, brain fitness exercise. When you start doing, you will see magic. The last one is one of my really very, I normally connect this subject really well. That is called memory dynamics. How you can retain massive amount of data. I'm not talking about just 10 data, 15 data. I'm talking about a massive data, thousands of data in one reading. I'm not asking you to revise, or I'm not asking you to repeat. In one reading, you need to remember. That's what initially I showed list of number, how you can remember in one reading. This is possible if you tune. So in the next slide, I'm going to teach you one method. You will really enjoy this method. So these are the 7 strategy. When you start doing, when you start adopting this 7 strategy, you will see magic, the day-to-day activity, how you can enhance your brain ability, how you can keep your brain fit, healthy, and sharp. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to give you one simple technique, how you can remember easily any data. Are you interested to learn this one? Type it on the chat box. If you're excited, just type it on the chat box, excited. I'm going to give you one simple technique to remember easily, quickly. This is the beautiful concept I'm going to teach you right now. Just type it on the chat box. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to teach you the simple technique, how you can remember this kind of data easily. This is very simple strategy. First, what you need to do is, if you want to remember anything, if you want to remember any data easily, one important strategy we need to use is, you need to remember like connecting the new information to existing information using a strong association. Look at this picture. I'm going to show you how you can do that. Then you realize, what is this simple concept? You can remember a massive data. Okay, this is my favorite brain food. When you see this picture, this is my favorite brain food. Normally, I recommend my student to use this brain food to improve brain ability, either nuts or omega-3 rich content food. I normally recommend. Now, what we will do is, we're going to remember this list of 10 items. This is very simple because it's a really very simple data, only 10 data. But I'm going to give a technique. Use that technique to remember. Later on, you can expand to maybe 100, 200, 1,000. You can easily expand using this similar concept what I'm teaching. So what you need to do is very simple. Visualize, this is called a body system. Using our body location, some landmark, we are going to remember these 10 different items. The first step, what you need to do is identify different location in your body. Look at the picture. I kept my picture and I'm going to identify some location, some landmark in my body, and take those, the favorite food item. I'm going to connect, associate, and exaggerate. Let us see how you're going to remember. And similar concept you can use later on. The first location is my head. Visualize. In the same sequence, you need to remember. Second location is my eyes. Just imagine Second location is my eyes. In same sequence, you need to remember. Third location is my ears. The next one is my mouth. And if you want to visualize, you can visualize your own body. And the fifth one is my shoulder. Just visualize and keep in mind in the same sequence. The next one is ants. And the next seventh one is it is a stomach. And the eighth one is backside. And ninth one is my knee. 10th one is foot. What I did is I identify around 10 different locations in my body. Why we identify? Because we are going to use this location to store certain data so that you can easily remember. Now, just I'll give you some 10 seconds just to walk through this once again, because this is really important to remember sequence. The first one is head, second one is eyes, third one is ears, next one is mouth, shoulder and stomach, backside, knee, and next one foot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my list of food item. Earlier I showed that list of my favorite brain food. I'm going to assign each item in each part of my body. Let us see how we are able to connect and remember. The first one, let us take head. I'm going to assign the oranges. See, visualize there are 100 oranges in my head. Visualize, imagine. The next one, eyes. When I blink my eyes, there are a couple of cashew nuts. There are a couple of walnuts are falling from my eyes. Imagine, just imagine the nuts, cashew nuts, walnuts is falling from my eyes. The next one, ears. When I touch my ears, there is a blueberry in my ears. Visualize the blueberry in my ears. When I open my mouth, you could see a broccoli in my mouth. Can you see that? Imagine. Okay. The next one, shoulder. 2 babies are sleeping in my shoulder. Imagine. The next one, ants. Ants, you can see yellow color. Just see, my hands are yellow because there is a turmeric powder. Visualize. The next one, in my stomach, I kept one big fatty fish. Able to visualize? The 8th one is egg. I'm sitting on the egg. Visualize around 100 egg. I'm able to balance. Nothing is happened. There is no issue with that. I'm sitting on the hundreds of eggs. Visualize. I'm just associating this item in different part of my body. At 9th one, green tea. I'm balancing green tea on my knee. Just imagine. The last one is pumpkin seed. What I'm doing is I'm standing on a big pumpkin. Visualize pumpkin. I'm standing on that. Clear? Everybody visualize from top to bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a question now. Let us see how you are able to answer this question. Okay, so quickly let me ask you a question. You can type it on the chat box. Okay, what do you see on my head? I'm going to just stop screen sharing so that let us see. Type it on the chat box. What do you see in my head? Oranges? Yes. What is there on next item, my eyes? What do you see? Nuts? Okay, I'm going to share my screen once again so that you can verify. Okay, let us quickly share my screen again so that you can verify. Okay, the first one, when I start doing, okay, let us quickly just set it. Okay, the first one, in my head, you can see oranges. Second one, in my eyes, you can see nuts. When I touch my ears, what's coming from ears? Blueberry. Can you able to recall? Yes, in my mouth, what is there? Broccoli. And shoulder, what is there on my shoulder? The baby sleeping? Yes, correct. What is there in my hands? Turmeric? Yes, super, absolutely correct. Stomach, what is there in my stomach? Fatty fish. What is there on my backside? Eggs. What is there in my knee? What I'm balancing? Exactly, green tea. Where I'm standing? Pumpkin seeds. Super. This is all the beautiful and very easy strategy to remember any massive data. Even I mentioned my memory athletes memorize 1,000 of data in one reading. They use this concept, but there is a deeper level of the memory dynamics. When they use it, you can do it because see the result. Everybody can able to easily recall all this data because these are the simple strategy like that. The various memory dynamics are available. When you start learning and you will see your brain is supercomputer. According to me, everybody born genius. You can do magic in this kind of a memory dynamics and you can learn faster, remember better. That's what my journey of coaching professionals, business owners, students learn this method. Don't worry about why difficult, why you study today, tomorrow you tend to forget. You will take out those kind of issues. And also normally people use I forgot, I think. We can take out these two words from your dictionary if you learn this brain acceleration strategy. With that, I'm going to start right now. Now let us take the couple of questions. I'm going to address what exactly you are thinking, how this concept can be applied in your real world. I'm going to answer your question. Probably what you can do is you can type it on the chat box. If you have any specific question, let me address, and let us see what. Let me stop sharing my screen. Okay, so let us open for question and answer, and please type it on the chat box if you have any specific question, whatever I talked. One is learning faster, another one is how we can retain maximum amount of data easily, and how to relax your mind using brain acceleration strategy. Just type it on the chat box. Let me take a couple of questions and I can answer. Okay. Okay, so let me answer a couple of commonly asked questions. By the time you can start typing, because there is a delay in the internet for seeing your question and answer. Normally people ask this question. The first question normally asks, for example, let us take student category, professionals and business owner. Student, normally what they do is they try to remember massive amount of data for their studies, their day-to-day activity, and later on when they go to exam, they tend to forget. Why? Because they don't know how to keep the data like a movie. Because when you create a movie, you can able to remember like a movie for a very long time. That is the issue. If you don't know this concept, normally people do repetition. When you do repetition, you tend to forget quickly and easily. So strong suggestion is you need to create a mind movie. How do you associate these two sequence? Yeah, Deepak asking, how do you associate these two sequence? So what happened first, if you want to remember any data, you have to create a sequence first. How do you create a sequence? Whatever I did in my previous example, I created some location in my body in same sequential pattern. I could easily able to remember first one is my head, second one is my eyes, third one is my ears. I created mental sequence. You have to do that. The first you have to identify some sequence in your studies. Other example I can give you is, for example, alphabet order. Let us take A for apple, B for ball. You can create some sequence. Then whichever new data you need to remember, go and associate and exaggerate, because you have to create some kind of a nonsense connection. Then your brain will remember easily. Can you give us some simple brain exercises? Okay. So memory is depend on the age. Okay, Rocky is asking, is there any dependency with respect to age? Definitely. So the age and memory is related. So based on, for example, so after 50 years, 60 years, many people face this kind of a memory issue. Memory, like I'm forgetting something, I'm not able to recall. This is a very normal way of people facing issue. However, why that issue starts? Because they were currently, I can give you other example. Normally people go to gym. What is the reason? To do a lot of physical exercise, to keep their body fit and healthy. However, we normally don't do any physical brain exercise. Because of that, your brain will be very not that much stronger. When you start using your brain effectively, your brain will be so fit and so healthy, and you never face this kind of memory issue, brain issue in later age. And also, I'll tell you other example. This concept anybody can do at any age. Even small student like a 10 years, even senior citizen like 80 years, they can remember this massive data. Even in our memory competition, there are senior category. People remember massive data even after 70, 80 years senior citizen. That proves that anybody can do it. There is no limitation. Okay, couple of other questions. What are the best brain fitness exercise? Okay, so I'm going to show you one quick brain fitness exercise. What you can do is, as part of your day-to-day activity, Normally you do physical exercise. It's very simple, everybody do it. As part of your brain fitness exercise, try to adopt unusual things. Unusual things in the sense, try using your non-dominant hand as soon as you wake up in the morning to brush your teeth, and start reading many books, and start playing some games related to brain activity. For example, chess, for example, puzzles, for example, the various, I think definitely if you Google it, you will get a lot of brain fitness exercise. You have to do it regularly as part of your day-to-day activity. That's what normally I suggest. When you start doing, then you will see a magic. Is there any theory or diet to improve your memory? Yes, there are many things. For example, if you want to improve your brain ability, there is no one concept. There are 7 concepts. That's what I mentioned in my previous slide. There are totally 7 brain acceleration strategy. One is you have to do a physical fitness. Do 30 to 45 minutes. Second one, relax your mind. Third one is you have to maintain the omega-3 rich food as part of your daily food habit. The next one is learn new thing. This is really important to create more neuro connection. When you start doing any kind of a new thing, your brain will be really fit and active. Start learning new things, anything. For example, you want to learn the piano, it's a new learning. If you want to learn swimming, it's a new learning. Anything, everything, when you start learning new thing, your brain will be really fit and active. Even my strong recommendation is start reading books. When you start reading books, you gain knowledge, you gain wisdom. Along with that, your brain will be very fit and very healthy. Cool. Any other question? Let us quickly run through this. Okay. So a couple of other questions for a professionals and business owner. Normally what we do is we are really busy with the day-to-day activity. As a professionals, as a business owner, we are really, really busy. However, reading books is a critical. Reading book is really important. What normally you can do is, if you take any normal person, we read around 150 to 250 words per minute. When you upgrade your brain, when you started thinking using all this brain acceleration strategy, you can improve and also make sure that every day you read at least few pages in particular book. If you adapt that, your brain will be really, really strong. Normally people read around 10 to 15, maximum 5 to 15 books every year. However, all top celebrity, top successful people around the world, they read more than 50 to 100 books. Even last year, I completed around 85 books. How it's possible? When you tune your brain, when you really plan your day. First, you need to plan your day and adopt all these physical strength, psychological brain fitness exercise, including food, including the various systematic exercise. You become really champion, and definitely you will come back and say that you are a memory master. You are a supercomputer. That's what my suggestion to everyone. And this is very limited time. I thought let us give you a high-level framework in this session. And if you want to know a little deeper into this subject, you can join my, so I have my private Facebook group. Normally, I usually share every now and then, so various brain fitness exercise and various other activity. Even you can visit my YouTube channel. There are a lot of brain fitness exercises. Couple of you are asking, what is this brain fitness exercise? There are totally, I just created around 20 different brain fitness exercise. I'm going to share in chat box. You can just visit my YouTube and you'll be able to learn those brain fitness exercises. It's a really funny activity, how you can do unusual things. That's what I normally teach all my students. When you start doing unusual things, your brain will be really fit, healthy, and it will be very strong. And this is the link. Just go and visit, and you'll be able to learn a lot of a brain fitness exercise, and you will see fun the way you use it. Okay, this is my YouTube channel. Just go and just click and subscribe, and you will be able to see a lot of this kind of activity. And also you can join my Facebook group, and I share a lot of this kind of knowledge in my private Facebook group. And if you are interested to explore this brain acceleration strategy, how we can learn faster, how we can remember better, how we can improve your brain ability, you can do magic. Just visit my YouTube videos and learn. And if you need any more details, you can reach out to us. The website is www.meetmanjunath.com. There Definitely you will see a lot of different strategy on this, how we can improve your brain ability, strengthen your brain, learn faster, and remember better. Okay, any other question quickly? I can just, then we can close it. How to avoid sleep during reading? Okay, Rafiqul asking a beautiful question. How to avoid sleep during reading? Okay, this is one of the beautiful questions. What happened when I take any book? So when you sit in front of any book, so what normally happen is, normally we see like, 1 second, there is some, okay, sorry for this technical. Okay, so when you take any book, so normally what happen is, for example, if you are interested, you normally read that book. If you are not interested, what happened after certain pages, after 3, 4, 5, even after 10 pages, your mind started going around the world. It's a very, very normal tendency. Even if you say take any student category, there is very beautifully this kind of strategy they normally apply. When you see it for 1 hour or 2 hours, they start only for few pages. Afterwards, they started thinking, okay, their mind will go to cricket stadium, go to movie theater. It start keep going around the world. First, we need to bring back. How we can do it? One first thing is you have to pick up the book whichever you like. If you like that particular subject, pick up that book. And also, you have to create a clear goal. For example, let us take myself. I read a lot of books related to psychology, brain ability, how to improve brain ability, memory dynamics, all these kind of psychological books normally I usually read. I know when I read this book, later on, I'm going to apply this knowledge in my business, in my personal, definitely I'm going to get value. When I see that value, definitely I'm going to finish that book. That's that kind of goal and strategy you need to create before going to start any book. Otherwise, it is very difficult to complete book. Otherwise, it is very difficult to create interest in reading book. Today, what you can do is go back and sit comfortably, think about how I can improve my business, how I can improve my professional journey. If you're a student, how I can increase my academic, the grade or any other kind of improvement. Think first. Then go and pick up those kind of related books. Just start reading. You will see real magic, real enjoyment. That's what I strongly suggest to everyone. Connect with your real goal, then work on that. You can easily read. That's what last year I did. I finished more than 80 books, and I know those are the real value asset. When I start reading, I'm going to gain knowledge, wisdom. I'm going to apply that, and later on I'll see the result in terms of knowledge, in terms of money, in terms of famous. You're going to see that magic. Go and please pick up a right book, start reading. It's a new learning. Your brain will be really fit and happy. Super. Okay, last question. I'm going to take last question, then let us close this. Let us see if any other question. Is chunking of data is a good way to remembering? Yes. Riha is asking, chunking of data is really good. Exactly. So that's what we have to do is, for example, let us take watermelon. Let us take a big watermelon. If I ask you to eat a big watermelon, how do you eat? You cannot eat. You have to first make it into smaller pieces. When you make it into smaller pieces, you can eat easily. Here also, when you take around 100 to 200 data, when you see that, normally you feel, oh, it's a very big, I cannot remember. Chunk it. Make it into smaller pieces, try to remember. Once you started practicing this activity, later on, you can take a big chunk of information. So initially, you have to break it. That's what normally we do it. But how we can do faster, that's what you have to learn, this memory dynamics. Then there is no limitation, even 100, 200. I give an example. My memory athletes, they remember normally 1,000 data in one reading without any repetition. I'm talking. Even I can give you other example. The one person in India, is from Delhi. He remember 70,000 digit pi value. You know pi value? 3.1415. Normally we studied in high school, the pi value constant. One person remembers 70,000 pi value. It's a Guinness World Record. You can go and check in Google. And one person, what he did is, he memorized complete dictionary within few months. You go and ask any page, he's able to recall. These are the, what you call the brain super strategy. When you start using, you'll be able to do it. First, basically, you need to understand how your brain will able to process information. Your brain need picture. Your brain required video, emotion. Any data with emotion you remember. That's what you have to tune. For example, since childhood, just think about any kind of a tragedy, any kind of a happy moment, still you remember. Similarly, same kind of data you have to use it. Same kind of strategy you need to use today. When you started learning something, create that mind movie using this concept, picture, video, emotional connect. You remember for a longer time. That's what normally we do. All our memory athletes, they use that visual concept to remember massive data. Cool. Super. With that, let us just close this session. I hope you enjoyed what is this brain acceleration strategy, how we can tune your brain. And this is simple framework, whatever I'm talking today, it's a framework. And if you really want to get into deeper level of concept, you can reach out to me. Definitely, I'm able to help you. And this is one of the beautiful concepts. And throughout India, people are learning and they're able to do magic in the way the day-to-day activity, their personal journey, their professional journey, and their business, they're able to do magic. With that, let us close. Thank you so much for watching our YouTube live. I wish you all the best. Be safe and be fit, healthy, and keep doing the brain fitness exercise. Visit my YouTube video. You can find a lot of brain fitness exercise. Just watch and practice. You will enjoy. With that, wish you all the best. Thank you so much. This is Manjunath, Memory and Mind Performance Coach.